Salzburg is stunning, filled with natural beauty, gorgeous architecture, rich history, and delicious foods. But we only have 6 hours to experience as much of it as possible. We're MADison and iVEN, and today's madventure is a day trip to the home of Mozart, the sound of music, and some delicious historic beer. And to get there, we just have to catch a bus. 59 stops. We've spent the last few days in Upper Austria, and it is incredible over here. Check out that video if you haven't already. But this entire ride from Bad Ischl to Salzburg is long, but absolutely beautiful. We have made it to Salzburg. We only have like a day to explore, but the plan was to still ditch our backpacks, still look like we're making ourselves at home here in Salzburg, but all of the lockers were full. So we are headed out, fully loaded, fully prepared for anything that could happen, except if it rains, which it seems like it might. We are starting at the Mirabell Garden. Starting just so beautiful and perfect, and it's kind of crazy because we are here on such a cloudy, kind of a little bit stormy of a day. So you can tell that we're surrounded by mountains, but you can't exactly see the mountains. Okay, yeah, Salzburg is beautiful. Already, stop number 1. We have made it to Mirabell Gardens here in the middle of the city of Salzburg. And it's really exciting because it's these beautiful public gardens, but also it is one of the main places that you think of when you think of the sound of music. When they're singing Do Re Mi, they are marching through these gardens. It's one of the main iconic sites from the musical, the movie musical. So it's very cool to be here because the Sound of Music was actually a big start of my start working in entertainment. I was in the play when I was a kid. Yeah, anyway, I'm really excited. I'm geeking out a little bit. It's a public garden, it's free. You can just come through and enjoy this beauty, sit here and read, sit here and work, just enjoy this gorgeous place. It's amazing. The designs that they're making of the flowers, it's almost like a beautiful carpet of flowers, like a beautiful rug, you know? So ornate and lovely. The Von Trapp kids and Maria walking around this fountain as part of the musical. A name I call myself, far a long, long way to run. One or two follow, so here I think we're celebrating. Okay, this might seem really silly, reliving the scenes of The Sound of Music, but The Sound of Music and getting to be in the musical as a kid truly, I think, played such a big part in my life and where I am today. I truly don't think I would be making this YouTube channel if I hadn't fallen in love with being able to entertain people that I got from acting in The Sound of Music. So it's just especially cool and special to be here right now. The Mirabell Palace and Gardens were built in the 1600s, but it was Emperor Franz Joseph that we've been learning so much about since coming to Austria, who opened these gardens to the public to be enjoyed as we still are today. It's such a gorgeous spot to take in the city, and the clouds are starting to part and we're getting a little peek at the mountains and castle. It is incredible. And raindrops on roses in the garden from The Sound of Music. Are you kidding me? Also, shout out to this guy who, while I've been videoing, looked like this. He is a #1 husband. Yay! Half husband, half pack mule. Get yourself one. And before we left, we made it to the Dorf Garden filled with unique statues.
The artist was actually inspired by people in the Austrian court and society. So these each have a story to tell. Maybe a rude one.
It is raining, so we have found an indoor activity.
It is a European pastime, a favorite amongst the locals. Drinking!
Woohoo! But historic drinking.
Off to drink some liquid bread.
We are at Augustiner. This has been around since 1621, brewed by monks. Just coming into this beer hall is so fun. I don't know if it's because it's raining or if it just always is, but it's so crowded and full of life. You grab whatever size mug you want off of this wall of stone mugs. So we got the smallest size, we didn't go all in, but most people are getting the big liter steins. These are just half a liter because we got a lot to do today. But you grab this off the wall, you go, you rinse your stein off in this fountain, you order a beer, you order beer. Like there's no option of like, oh, I want this type of beer. There is beer, and that is your choice. Prost! This is so good. Such a delicious, flavorful beer. This brewery was started in 1621, so you know for it to have survived this long, it's a good spot, and it definitely is. So good. The vibes are amazing. The perfect break from the rain in such a fun local way.
You can like really taste the woody, earthy flavors that come from the beer brewing in a barrel, a wooden barrel. And with our stein of beer, we got a bosna, a street sandwich that originated here in Salzburg. Long piece of bread here, two double the sausage in this, and it is fully loaded. We got mustard, we got onion, we got parsley, ketchup, and there is definitely a secret ingredient that is not so secret when you're in front of it. There's so much of it just walks. Curry powder. Really nice crunch on that white bread. Great start, bend to the sausage. Very nice juicy sausage there. But then the curry powder settles on your tongue. It's like, that's not like much else I've had. I've had curry, I've had bratwurst. Together. Now it's a pork sausage, juicy, juicy. Oftentimes we like cook a bratwurst in beer, and that you're kind of getting in here, but also with the beer on the side. Perfect pairing, the Salzburg Bosna, Salzburg monk beer.
We thought that we should leave the brewery while it wasn't raining, but it's raining again. But we're finding, so we saw a bunch of people like gathering something on the ground earlier, and we think it's chestnuts.
It is, it most definitely is. Look at that.
That's so
There's
cool.
chestnuts falling out of the trees.
Chestnuts falling onto people's heads because the storm is storming hard.
That's insane. You can just take these home and roast them.
They're
literally
hit me in the head.
Oh my god.
It just fell on me.
You don't have chestnuts in the US.
No.
Crazy. So cool. The one just almost landed in my coffee.
Nice. Chestnut frappuccino. That's so fun.
You roast them, they get this nice kind of malty flavor to them.
Can you eat them now?
Yeah, I think so. No. No, oh no.
Okay, kidding, but seriously, don't try that at home. Salzburg really is heavenly, though. Just stunning churches back there. This like cute little love lock bridge up here. You can see the locks glimmering. It's just incredible. There's a fortress up there, but the tree's blocking it. You should definitely hit that subscribe button. We love you. I just love these little paths through the building. So European. Wait, what? It's a $20 dessert?
That's the one.
That's the one.
Gotta do it.
This is the Salzburg knockerel. This looks so incredible. It's like it's meant to be the Alps and 3 mountains that are surrounding Salzburg. It is so cool and beautiful. The history is a mystery, but the legend has it was invented in the 17th century by the archbishop's girlfriend. They were not allowed to marry, but this represented their sweet love. And it's like, look at this, it's like a meringue or a souffle. And like, how do you, and it hurts my soul to tear into something this beautiful. So it's egg whites and sugar and all the deliciousness. This is my kind of dessert. This is so good, oh my gosh. Gotta go back. This is so good. Definitely like giving that meringue flavor. The texture kind of varies, like as you can see just because of how massive it is. Like there's some where you're getting more of like a soft meringue, like very foamy taste. There's some where you're getting like a denser souffle taste. Like all of that is going on in here. It's like meringue and souffle are like literally 2 of the best desserts you can get. Also like kind of obviously the same ingredients. In here, because of like the shape that they're getting, you're getting both. Oh my gosh. This is fantastic. I get to eat these delicious mountains. Perfect amount of sweetness, egginess, like fluffiness, denseness. Like this is like literally one of my favorite desserts I've ever had. Life is pretty sweet here in Salzburg. I don't think that it would be possible for me to make this, but I wish I could make this and share it with everyone I know because it is so good. It was pretty expensive. It was like almost 20 euros and it took like 15 to 20 minutes to make. They always serve it fresh. So it's like perfectly warm too and just absolutely delicious. You might know Mozart, the musician. He was born right around here, so it's probably in honor of him, maybe. A whole store of cheese. It's beautiful. Look at the wall. Look at the walls. Look at the rainbow of cheese. Okay, go to that store. It is amazing. The cheese is fantastic. They have samples of everything. You should buy cheese there. We could not because we just don't have space. But you should buy cheese there because it is fantastic. Like, so fantastic that we were so incredibly full walking out of the cafe. And yet we like tried one sample like, oh, we'll just try one. And then we tried like everything because it was amazing. You gotta go.
Yeah, that's the birthplace of Mozart. Mozart's Geburtshaus. Yep.
So cool. This is a cool sound of music, Mozart.
There's a lot more Austrian things that all of us know about than you realize.
Churches are a prominent part of the Salzburg skyline, and we accidentally went the wrong way trying to get to them and wound up with this beautiful viewpoint of them from above. A lot of the chapels are already closed, but we got to see the insides of a few, and it's just so lovely, especially when the bells ring. So this is the Salzburg Fortress, built in 1077. It is the oldest fully preserved fortress in Central Europe, and it's literally called the Salzburg Fortress now But that's pretty redundant because Salz literally means Salzburg means fortress. So this is actually the namesake of the town, the Salt Fortress. If you caught our last video, we actually went to one of the many salt mines that is here in this area. This fortress, the Salt Fortress, was built with the money that they got from salt. Salt is what made this area so wealthy, so rich, and able to build something so incredible and beautiful that still lasts. Almost 1,000 years later, we have this. Still today, because they spent good salt money. This is Mozartplatz. It is one of the more iconic places to come in Salzburg, but it's under a lot of construction right now. But you can still see the Mozart statue. He's from here. That's pretty cool. And there's a concert or something going on over here. You're gonna check that out. It's a music festival filling the streets of Salzburg. The streets and hills are truly alive with the sound of music here. We have had such an incredible day exploring this gorgeous historic city, and I already can't wait to come back. We have a lot more to explore here in Austria, so please hit those subscribe and like buttons. Join us on the next one, and until then, watch one of these videos. YouTube thinks you'll really like it.